We are back. Brotivation Sports, your host, Champ Creed, Fox Sports Radio, 1340. So, I'm just sitting in here and I'm conversing with Dave about what the experience was like. And, like he just said, if you weren't there, you missed it. This was a funeral, a going home service that was part funeral, part rock concert, part sporting event, part social media extravaganza, part everything. I mean, you had Billy Crystal, you had Bill Clinton, you had, I think the Prime Minister of Pakistan was there, representatives and dignitaries from Turkey, Bahrain, you name it, they were there. Muhammad Ali, after he defeated, after he lost to Leon Spinks the first time, he went to India, and there were still people cheering like the man never lost. And it's funny when you win when you win fights in a fight game. When you're winning, everyone's on your side. And this is in life. When you're losing, people kind of shy away from you. You're not as hot anymore. But because of what Muhammad Ali accomplished during his life, his stance against the Vietnam War, his stance against oppression and inequality, those things resonated with people around the world. Because when you really think about it, most of the world is poor. And, as it happens, most of the world has melanated skin content. So when you have a supreme athlete at his level that is the most recognizable, one of the three most recognizable men in the world, as I told you, you have the advent of television and radio. That pocket of time in which he rose to prominence meant so much for not only just black people in America, but colored people around the world. And not only even colored people, but anyone that was being faced with oppression, anyone that wanted to achieve greatness, because he came from the mud. He came from, when Drake says started at the bottom, now he came from the bottom and rose to heights that you wouldn't believe. And he was friendly, very childlike in his communication. And Billy Crystal told a story about when they went to Howard Cosell, the great Howard Cosell, the sidekick to Muhammad Ali, or maybe Muhammad Ali was his sidekick. They had an incredible relationship. But when he passed away, he's there, and he has the hairpiece on. So Muhammad Ali goes to to Billy Crystal and said, "Hey Billy, do you think that when he gets to heaven, because of the hairpiece, that God is gonna recognize him at the funeral?" And Billy looks at him, he says, "Well, you know what, champ? I'm pretty sure when he opens his mouth, God will know who he is." And then here are these two guys cracking up like school children at a funeral. And the funniest laugh, and I know you probably don't want to admit this, Dave, but the funniest laugh is when you're not supposed to laugh. That's when you crack up the hardest, when you're not supposed to laugh. So, just a jovial spirit, and that jovial spirit was definitely felt throughout the KFC Center and in the Ali Center. And I'm happy to say that at the Ali Center they had a photo. I can't remember what magazine cover it was, but it was a very, very good looking magazine. Magazine cover. The champ is sharp. Champ has his tuxedo, his cummerbund, and everything. And they let the first few people that were there that attended to sign it. And those who signed the magazine cover poster, it actually will be framed and put inside the Ali Center. I have a little bit of video of that. And I'm going to put together a video package, and we'll have it on the Fox Sports 1340 AM YouTube page by the time you actually listen to this. And you'll be able to check it out. So the fact that I was able to have my signature on this artifact, and then have that artifact framed in the Ali Center, it's a great feeling, and I'm so happy that I got a chance to represent my family, to pay my respects to his family, to pay my respects to his memory. And there's so much more that went on that you just had to be there. There were people from other countries, like I said, that put down their flags in front of his house, in front of his home where he grew up. And you got a sense that, you know, in the current state of sports and media, with so many social issues that are occurring, a lot of athletes say he was influential, he was a hero, he was, you know, this and that, but I highly doubt that you'll get an athlete in this generation to stand up. Because see, when his boxing license was revoked and he was declared public enemy #1, there was a lot of money that disappeared from his pocket. There was a lot of money that he missed out on, not just from his fights, but endorsement deals, a whole lot of things. And he had to scrape and scrap to survive, to rebuild his fortune. You know what? To put it in proper context, what Muhammad Ali meant to that time would be the equivalent of Steph Curry or LeBron James stepping up and going up and speaking out against Donald Trump at a rally. Not from Twitter, at a rally. Steph Curry, LeBron James at an anti-Trump protest rally, that's similar to what it would be. That's the closest thing that I could think of. Or if there's another police brutality case, which the way we're going in America, there probably will be another one, an athlete of that magnitude going, standing up, speaking on behalf of the people, the truth that resonates in his heart, not caring about what it would mean to his endorsements, not caring about what it would mean to his league, but caring more so what it meant to him, his people, and the people that follow him around the world. I don't think we get anything like that again. I think that was a rare moment in time. I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that in passing, Muhammad Ali's legacy can inspire other athletes, other people of prominence, because it just doesn't have to be an athlete, to speak up. And you don't have to be, you know, on a LeBron James or Steph Curry level. It can be in your local community. That's where you start first. You start where you live. You uplift the people around you where you live. You do as much as you can, because everybody ain't going to hop on a boat. You know, everybody's not going to tie themselves to your ship. Everybody's not going to subscribe to what you feel is the necessary movements to uplift yourself, your family. So first, you can lead by example and then reach out. People won't reach back, but the ones that do, you take them and you uplift them. And I don't think we get that from today's modern athlete, but hopefully, prayerfully, in passing, his legacy will inspire someone to speak out that can affect social change. So if you want to see more of the Muhammad Ali Memorial Experience, you can go to our YouTube page at 1340 Fox Sports at 1340 AM. You can check out our Twitter at 1340 AM, Fox Sports. You can check out our Instagram at Fox Sports 1340 AM. And when we come back from the break, we'll talk a little bit more about the passing of another fight luminary who came from the bottom. That would be Kevin Ferguson, a.k.a. Kimbo Slice. This is Brotivation Sports, Fox Sports Radio 1340. Champ Creed will be back after the break.